Okay, day 10 and 11? Is that what I said?
9.
No, 9 was the Sacred Valley Free
10
Day.
and 11.
So day 10 and 11. So it was 12 days, not 13. Remember at the very beginning he said 13, it was 12. Yeah, we're not even talking about it, we're on the right on.
Okay.
So on day...
But you're missing the first day.
Day 10? No.
Okay.
That was Lima.
That's fine.
Day 10, we did a rock climbing, like real rock climbing, not hiking, climbing, and zip line tour. So this rock climbing, there's like a lot of like rebar that you like hold, but you're locked in. Sometimes you had to use rock, sometimes you use rebar. The whole time you're clipped in, double clipped, super safe. Ooh. And you climb like straight up, another 1,000 feet. And so we climb up, and then being afraid of heights was great. Then we ate in something called the Sky Lodge, and it's literally a glass cylinder attached to the mountain.
Like a pod.
Yeah, think of a pod hanging off the side of a mountain by bolts. For lunch. That too many people were in at one time. And you're not clipped in anymore because you're inside of a cylinder. Pod. And if it falls, we're just all gonna die. And we're just gonna roll down the thing, it's gonna crash, and we're gonna die. But anyways, they cooked off the side of a rock. So it was a very cool experience. I just wish people would have eaten faster and eaten faster. He checks my grammar when I speak and when I type it. It's wonderful. And I wish they would have less conversation and gotten out of the pod quicker. But because
Peru was on the soccer game.
Soccer game was on,
match,
so the chefs
football.
were also trying to listen to football. So, anyways, finished lunch. Some of them decided to go to the potty on this side of a mountain, which is also just in a separate cylinder that you have to climb out to. I was not going to do that. I would just hold it. But I think that was an experience for some of them. You liked it? It's cool.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Awesome.
It's cool. And so anyways, we get out of there, and then we start the zip line down, and it was 6 zip lines. That was a lot of fun. After I got the first one under my belt, I was okay. I was okay after that. So the zip line was cool.
Yeah, zip line rocks. It was a lot of fun. Super fast.
Yeah, and that tour will also tag them. But that company was great. The people were amazing, and they really did take safety like seriously. So that was awesome. Then on day 11, the very last day in Sacred Valley, they picked us up, and we had a private tour guide pick us up and take us to the salt mines, which is called Mara's.
Mm-hmm. It was Freddie, our guide.
Freddie was our guide, and Mara's salt mine, Maras salt mines. And then from there, we went to Moray. Moray is another set of ruins that he taught us about, and then he got us back to Cusco to catch our flight to take us to Lima. So we made it back to Lima on the 11th day, spent the night there, and then on the 12th day left Lima and came to Atlanta. But salt mines, those were really cool.
Super cool how they do it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's a very neat process of how the salt water is natural and flows in, and then they guide the water with rocks to flat pools, and that are only about that deep, I think he said. Mm-hmm. And then every other day or every 4 days, they just take a little rock, pick it up, let the water flow in, put the rock back to close it off. And there's thousands of these pools. So you'll see some pictures of that as well. But they made 3 different kinds of salt, like pink table salt, powder salt, which is the finest on the top, and then medical salt, which you for salt baths and Epsom salt kind of stuff. So that was a really neat experience and a nice way to kind of end the trip. But we still needed, and I'm glad we did have that last day of rest, so we didn't have to go from Cusco to Lima to Atlanta all in one day. We were able to just sleep at the hotel airport on that last night before catching our flight out. So I think that's it.
Yeah, I mean, all of our folks were awesome. Expert Travel, arranged it all. They were awesome. Waikiki Trek for the Inca Trail. All of our guides, Alex, Sandra, Freddie, the guys at Sky Lodge, and doing the ziplining tour. Everything was fantastic. All the people were great. It was an awesome trip.
And we all got these shirts. I am an Inca Trail survivor. Mark didn't want to wear his. He thought that would be cheesy. But I'm full of cheese, so I think it's great. Anyways, so Mark's going to go cook us dinner, and I'll tell you about packing.